Here we are discussing the Resident Evil 4 Remake's development, that is undergoing massive changes with an entirely new team and vision for the title. So, before going into the topics, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting and informative topics. Now, Resident Evil 4 Remake development is undergoing major changes, and it sounds like the developing team behind the Resident Evil 4 Remake is seeing a shakeup. According to VGC sources, Capcom is curtailing the role of original Team M2 in favor of Capcom Division 1. The new team will be heading up Re4's remake in an effort to take it in a new direction. Resident Evil is a name that is fairly well known in the gaming industry today. Though there have been multiple entries in the survival horror series, Resident Evil 4 is one of the most famous. News of a remake has gotten the attention of fans, and M2's involvement is significant. Made up of employees from Platinum Games, there is notable game development experience behind the Re4 remake. However, sources claim that the game is switching hands over to Capcom Division 1. As the team at Capcom behind series like Resident Evil and Devil May Cry, this transfer is not outlandish. It sounds like the debacle comes from a difference in opinion relating to Re4 Remake's direction. M2's vision is one that more strict, following closely to the original source material. This in part due to Resident Evil 3 Remake's poor sales for cutting content. On the flip side, Capcom Division 1 believes that the Re4 Remake does not need to be limited in this fashion. While their vision is inspired by the original game, it will still have a unique flavor. Aspects like game features, story elements, and the world environments may not be exactly the same as the original. Due to this change in direction, the release date will likely be delayed. From the original sources, a new time frame could be somewhere as far as 2023. This news may be concerning for hardcore fans of the Resident Evil series. The fourth installment is one of the most famous, so turbulence behind the development of the remake could be a problem. It is not the first time in the gaming industry that highly anticipated titles have experienced this. Even major games like Anthem and Cyberpunk 2077 struggled from development issues. With fans reacting poorly to the Re3 remake for its deviation from the original, it is strange that Capcom is going a similar route. Though, it does not sound like the Re4 remake is being rushed by any means. Therefore, even with tweaks behind the scenes, the game could still be a solid product. As long as Capcom Division 1 remains as the group behind the remake, the vision should be consistent. And creative freedom could be the secret weapon leading to a remake that surpasses the original. In any case, fans of the series will need to wait a little longer to see how the Resident Evil 4 remake will shape up. Now jumping into the second topic is that Hitman3 developer IO Interactive announces that its new release had the biggest digital launch in franchise history, building off its reviews. IO Interactive's Hitman3 launched on January 20th, bringing fans the highly anticipated conclusion to its World of Assassination trilogy. While Hitman3 has suffered server issues, it seems those come as a result of high traffic garnered by the game's success, as this was the biggest digital launch in the franchise's history according to IO Interactive. This latest entry in the popular stealth-based series, Agent 47's assassination attempts across the globe, has been well received by critics and fans in spite of its technical issues, and already a decent community is building up around the game. One player has already managed to speedrun Hitman3's first level in just 17 seconds, and popular streamer Dr. Disrespect went so far as to wear a bald cap when he began playing in solidarity with the titular barcoded Hitman. Hitman3's sales success thus far, as well as a collection of its positive review scores, was shared by IO Interactive's official Twitter account today. The developer does not specify how much the game has sold since launch, but it's safe to assume that if the number is as high as the tweet suggests, it will likely be paraded out sometime in the near future to help promote the game. Though this is a reason for the Danish developer to potentially celebrate, IO Interactive still has a good amount of work ahead of it fixing the issues players have been experiencing. The aforementioned overloaded servers have caused other problems, including players having trouble transferring their Hitman 1 and 2 progress into Hitman 3. That being said, many are still enjoying their time with the assassination simulator. It has a bevy of uniquely designed levels, each dripping with atmosphere, including a murder mystery in an old Victorian manner, and there are ample opportunities for players to kill their targets in diverse ways. Hitman 3 on Google Stadia also comes with a new feature called State Share that allows players to give anyone who does not own the game a chance to test out snippets of the experience. All in all, the conclusion to the trilogy, which began in 2016, has seemingly been worth the wait, and no doubt players will get their money's worth out of replaying missions to see different permutations of gameplay. Whether or not the developer continues to add on to the game with DLC going forward will have to be seen, but in the meantime fans can also anticipate IO Interactive's James Bond game that is currently in development. So, please leave your thoughts in the comments as if want a Resident Evil 4 remake and the success of Hitman 3 and if you have played the game as well, and until then see you soon.